That's exciting stuff.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
That's awesome. So where, just out of curiosity, you mentioned your husband was kind of one that kind of encouraged you to stretch and I get a chuckle out of that, you know, in essence, kind of like go be an entrepreneur, like go do. So now that you're in it and it's evolving and your work is noticed and your work is desired and there's demand, does he give you any help on it now? Or did he like, congratulations on your success? How does that, like, do you do all this all by yourself, I guess is really the question.
So my husband is like my number one supporter in just across the board. And I really couldn't do it without him. He, like I said, he's, okay, I'm super type A person by nature. I'm not like a big risk taker. He definitely is. So, you know, that's an encouragement. But on the back end of things, he's the one who does most of my wood cutting outside of me. I've just started learning to scroll saw. But all of the actual like pieces of wood that I need, he's the one who does all of that for me. And then just more that, like I said, the business end of things. He really does give me the support I need, or the financial stuff where I'm like, oh, this is like mind boggling. And he'll kind of support me in that area too.
That's quite a bit. That's quite a bit of support.
Yeah, it is. But I mean, as far as everything else, it's a really a one woman show. I mean, like I said, I don't use stencils. Everything is done by hand. So from beginning to end, it's me. Hopefully someday, maybe I can hire someone. I think I'd probably give over maybe sanding or packing up orders and shipping. That's super time consuming. So that'd probably be the first to go over.
Well, I think and frankly, it kind of makes it, you know, unique. I mean, every piece of your art really has kind of a touch of you and your, you know, your personality. So in some way, not to sound like kind of funny, but it's a piece of art, right? It's tangible, but it also has like an element of like kind of love, like put into each piece.
Speaking to my art, but
we got a little bit. Oh, there we have minor.
That's really kind of how I see it is, I mean, anybody can go to a big box store and, you know, purchase a piece of decor. But, you know, something that a person receives from me is from my heart. And really, I try to put everything into that. And I really do hope that when people purchase my pieces, that it is something that gives them hope and encouragement and that they can, you know, even people will reach out and tell me a story of how they, you know, they see the sign every morning and how much it speaks to them. And so really, you know, that I think to me, that's the beauty of supporting a smaller shop is that heart piece that's involved.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you, you're getting, I don't know if you can see this. I don't have extensive experience on Instagram Live, but you're getting like blown up with hearts and
I can see those hearts, and some of my sweet like friends in the community are on here too.
Well, here in a couple of minutes, we're going to take it. I was hoping maybe you'd be open to a couple of questions if somebody wants to, wants to. But so just out of curiosity, so as a user of like Stella Lighting products, tell us a little bit about your experience of what that is. How did you how did that come together? And then like why do Stella products have a value to you as a you know, a creative artist and maker?
I'm going to be completely honest with you. What got me interested in even trying your product was that when I was contacted, when some companies reach out to me that they would like to, you know, see if I'll work with them, a lot of times they want me to sign something first that says like, I will X amount of posts about the product and I will write it in this way. And I will say how much I really love them. And for me, I don't like to do that because I don't want to say, yes, I'll do this. I don't know if I honestly like the product or like the brand, and then I'm locked into basically, let's say I get a product and I hate it, and then I'm supposed to tell my followers like, I love this product. I don't want to do that. So I felt like the fact that you guys didn't really do it that way meant that you really stood behind your product. I thought that said a lot of your brand and your company. Like you stand behind this thing and you're pretty sure I'm gonna like it. And really I do. I love them. I have 3 of them in my house. And I guess I would say what I like the most, I think, is like the intensity feature that allows me to either go really bright or keep it really dim. Even in the daytime when I'm working, I most of the time I have my Stella lamp on. even if it's a lighter level intensity. And in the evening, I can turn it as bright as it goes, and I can still work at night, which is great because sometimes I have to do that given my really busy schedule. And so I think that's probably out of all things, that's probably my most favorite feature.
Well, we appreciate that. Those are kind words. And like I said, I didn't want to, like, my intention is not to make it about us, but I was just kind of curious of how I like hearing the stories. So, without going down too much of a rabbit trail, a company's 9 years old now. And in the early days, I used to just go door to door to quilt shops. But I loved like the interaction, talking with people about how they use the product. Because my philosophy in developing these products was never to like try to, develop a product and then say like, you have to have this. Like I wanted it to actually have value in the work that they do. So anyway, I appreciate hearing kind of that, those pieces of feedback. That's
And I think that's what I'm trying to say, that I mean, you have a great product, but I think that, I guess, authenticity that you guys have in I guess, word of mouth, like, hey, try this out. You're probably going to love it. And people do love it. And then we can spread the word that way. I think that makes it a lot more authentic. And it's a great product. I would say too, I love the temperature setting, and also that it's sturdy. It doesn't tip over. I mean, if I'm working at night and the house is quiet and I have my lamp on, the last thing I want is for that thing flopping all over the place. So it's a great product. And I just think I have a lot of respect for your brand.
I appreciate that. So let's get back to you as we kind of bring this full circle, wrap this up, because I know you're extremely busy, as you've already described. I don't want to take too much of your time, although I love chatting with you. So where are you, 2020 was tough. It was tough on a lot of families. It was tough on a lot of businesses. There was a lot of chaos in the world. For us, we're really trying to like pick up and move forward and say, where are we going? So when you look at your life and you look at your, teaching, and which is evolving. My daughter's a student at Grand Canyon University. They're doing online classes and they're trying to, pick up and move forward. And then also your art, Robin, of where you're going and where you'd like to take it in 2021. Can you touch on that just a little bit for us?
Yeah. I agree. I mean, 2020 was rough. Obviously in my career, all of the work moved to online. And there were just many challenges, but I guess what I feel like is my calling is to kind of just study the course and to keep pushing forward what I'm doing. I feel like I've kind of found my niche in, like I said, trying to create artwork that is encouraging and faith-filled and focused on the things that are most important. And so I feel like, I guess, I've kind of been thinking about like a word of the year, and I think I'm kind of landing on steadfast, and just to kind of keep pushing forward in my why, why I do this and the purpose behind it. And it really is to impact other people's lives through the art that I'm creating. And so I'd love to continue to expand, like I said, my lettering and my work into other types of products and put myself out there more. But really that's really not my ultimate goal. My ultimate goal is to impact people. And so I think I'm going to just kind of study the course and keep moving forward in what I feel I'm called to do.
Mm-hmm. That's amazing stuff. Like, no joke. That is legit. In one of the, I got a quote from my wife. It's been a number of years ago, but by Beth Moore, the purpose is greater than the pain. And I think that there is a purpose in moving forward and in optimism and perseverance. So I love your attitude. I mean, I love your attitude. It's incredible. Your work is amazing. You got big things happening tomorrow. You got things. So how can our user, or excuse me, our followers, our users, how can they go specifically and get your product and get a little piece of Pink Robin Decor on the shelf?
Yeah, so I mean, they can just find me online. I have my own website, www.pinkrobindecor.com. I'm there. Stickers and prints and shirts and mugs and all of that stuff is always available. And then wood signs I restock bi-monthly. So people can, like I said, tomorrow night is the restock, so I'll have fresh new pieces for 2021 there. Like I said, I kind of limit that piece just for time's sake, but they can find me there. I sell my stickers on Etsy. That's just little more limited. But my website is the main place. And then I'm pretty much on daily on Instagram. So people get the, all my shenanigans there and the most up-to-date stuff that I'm doing if they just follow my page on Instagram. That's probably the best spot.
Well, it sounds like you got there. You can always go get always go get the stickers and sweatshirts and stuff like that. We've got a little bit of a limited amount of product. So I encourage everybody to go and support Robin and the work that she does and creates and her spirit, which is just awesome. So,
thank you. That really blesses me. I really appreciate that.
Well, it's true. I mean, it's evident by your vibe. I mean, you glow and you resonate joy, and it's inspiring because, again, there's too many places we can go and not have that. So that's really cool. Like, I mean that with the utmost sincerity. So
thank you so much. I really appreciate you saying that, because that's my ultimate goal. I mean, I love to create, but at the end of the day, to me, people are most important. And so I hope that the way that I can encourage and care for people, even through something like Instagram, even through a website, I hope that really is what would be known of me.
That's awesome stuff, man. Really, really good stuff. So kind of bringing this full circle, I've already probably gone over, but like I said, I love talking to you. There's a little bit of a lag, but I wanted to at least offer it up if anybody had any questions. I don't know if they'll come in, but if you guys have any questions, either for Robin or myself, we're happy to take a few questions. And while we're doing that, and this is kind of a shoot from the hip deal, but I think we should do just off the shelf like giveaway. I think we should give away a light. Anybody that posted a heart or anybody that made a comment. And this will be up for I think it's up at least most of today. So
yeah, 24 hours it should stay if you save it.
Awesome. So we encourage people to go out, share it, post a comment, and then what do you want to give away? You want to give we'll give away a Stella. Do you want to give away a Stella Pink?
Let's do a Stella Pink.
Let's do a Pink. All right. So I'll let you collaborate with with Logan. We'll get that all done, and
I'm going to throw in some stickers too. So whoever is the winner, give me their info, and I'll mail them out a pack of stickers too. That'll be fun.
That's super, super, super awesome. So kind of bring this full circle, and in closing, anything else that you'd just like to share to this audience? I know that, we've touched on a lot, your art, your vision, your passion, your heart. But anything just kind of in closing as we wrap up our first ever 5 Live?
I just really want to say thanks for having me. It's just been a joy and a pleasure to chat with you today, like face to face. I mean, obviously most of the contact digitally, you don't know even who you're talking to. So it's just, I feel really honored that you'd have me here, and it's a blessing. So.
Well, it's the blessing is on us. So again, Robin, thank you so much for the time, and thank you so much for the work that you do and the heart. And sorry, I just had somebody walk in my office, and I'm like, I don't multitask well, so forgive me. Thank you again for the work that you do and your heart and your vision. And I just really hope that people.
Yeah, I can tell there's a little bit of a, but I was just going to say thanks to everyone who was in here and for the comments. I've been watching them as they go, and there's some really sweet things. Someone said that the pink lamp, it just feels right.
I love it. Well, blessings to you and your family and the work that you do. Please, everybody, go out and support Robin. One more time, Instagram, pinkrobindecor.com. Big release tomorrow. Go buy it. And
thank you so much.
Special. So blessings to you, and I hope our paths cross again soon, Robin.
Agreed.
All right. Be well. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for joining, everybody.